Hello everybody, this is Ryan, also known as MrMightyMcD, and this is our first look at Spelunky, an action-adventure platformer developed by Mossmouth and published by Microsoft Studios. Spelunky is a unique platformer in which you play as a spelunker, journeying deep into randomized caves filled with monsters, traps and treasure, as well as damsels in distress that all result in a fair challenge. The trial was only 157 megabytes, and in the trial you'll get a chance to play in the adventure mode as well as the deathmatch mode, but sadly I did not manage to get this working as I required 2 human players to play it. Now before I say anything about the gameplay, I had a lot of trouble getting this game to work. I had to restart my console several times to get Spelunky working, with the opening loading screen freezing at the start. You may not have this problem, but if you're on one of the newer Xbox 360 consoles, namely the Slim, I don't think you'll have this, but if you're on the older ones like the 20 gig models like I have, then you'll probably have this problem. But I just thought I'd let you guys know. Anyway, the adventure features 4 levels or so and has a well realised tutorial. The tutorial is great in this game in that it's presented as a little adventure by someone who's previously explored the caves, and it makes you wonder whether you'll actually meet this other person in the caves. It teaches you the main gimmicks but leaves a lot left to learn, with tons of items in the game to use and collect, and I really like that because it leaves you wondering all the time and makes you want to explore the game more and more. Another thing is that all 4 of these levels are randomly generated. They may contain similar parts, but no cave is the same, which is pretty cool, and just like the multiple cave layouts, there are multiple ways to play this game. You can either go for the goal, take a damsel with you, collect and find as much treasure you can, try and kill everything to build up your journal, but if you spend too long, there'll be a mighty big ghost that will come for you and kill you, and seriously, when that ghost comes, you'll be scared and you'll start to panic because you won't know where it's coming from. It's an instant kill, it takes a large portion of the screen, so you have to be careful. If you're wondering how this game plays, Spelunky plays a lot like Super Meat Boy, but only when you hold down the right trigger to run. You'll have a lot of precision with the controls, and whilst it feels great to run at top speed, you'll get crushed. Spelunky looks cute and adorable, but the game can be brutal if you're not being careful. This is a game that you want to take slow and be patient, and if you're one of those players, you will be rewarded. This is the ultimate risk-reward game. If you see a damsel in distress, you might want to go for her for an extra life, but there'll be a lot of enemies surrounding her to worry about. There might even be that ghost that'll eventually come, or you might accidentally kill her on sight. This game can be frustrating, but it's a game that you'll be coming back for more and more. It must be stated that, like the areas themselves with the arrow traps, the acid-spitting snakes and more, that some of the difficulty and challenge comes from yourself. You have 4 hearts, and those 4 hearts are spread across the 4 levels. Some things will take 1 away, other things will take 2 or more, and the only way to get a heart back is saving a damsel. You also want to take careful consideration of your bomb and rope count, but if you run out of those, you can be stuck and you can be boned. It seems like I'm going on about the difficulty of Spelunky a bit too much, but I don't want too many players to get the wrong impression. This is a pretty difficult game, but it's a fun and fair challenge that I think a lot of people will enjoy. From a visual and audio level, Spelunky looks great. There are a lot of nice effects going on, and the game has an art style that is really nice. Environments are nicely detailed and colourful with a cartoony feel, and the sound effects really have plenty of impact. And the music is just awesome. It just suits the mood well, and the theme song is really catchy and a great listen. My only real issues with Spelunky are minor ones that are mostly resulted from getting used to controls. Many times I found myself accidentally killing my damsel by whipping her too much, throwing a bomb incorrectly, or I'll find it getting off a ledge a bit finicky, but for 1,200 Microsoft points you can't really go wrong. At first you might think Spelunky isn't worth the price tag, but there's a lot to discover in this game and it's a lot of fun to be had. You can play the adventure cooperatively with 3 other friends, and there's a deathmatch mode that plays a lot like Bomberman and can be utter chaos from the footage I've seen. But with very responsive controls, great concepts, good level design and artwork, plenty of replay value, and ultimately a fair but addictive challenge, I reckon a lot of people will enjoy Spelunky. But if you want to try it for yourself, there's a link in the description for the trial. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this first look at Spelunky. I put hard work into these first looks, so please be sure to subscribe for more of them and like the video if you enjoyed it, and also be sure to check out my other videos. But for the meantime guys, I'm gonna go. Take care and have a nice day.